So let's give this Champions League thing one more go, shall we? What's up, guys? ChasingLamely here with episode number 115 of Passport to Poland. As you can see on your screen today, we are playing the second leg of our Champions League playoff against Dinamo Zagreb of Croatia. We currently have a 3-1 lead from the first leg, but let's show you everything that's been happening. It's going to be a bit of a big one because a lot of stuff has happened since we were last together on the 8th of July. It's now the 26th of August with the Super Cup. So a bunch of friendlies played, beat Borussia Dortmund and Lyon. Then we played Fitzu in our first league game, drew 1-1 with a goal from Ivo Mamini. Wisla Plock we beat 2-0 with Francisco Ribeiro getting a brace. Olympia Grit we beat 2-0 with Jordi Portia, more about him in a second, and Matty Longstaff getting themselves on the score sheet. Played Lech, 1-1 draw with Sindlar getting a goal. Played Zach Levy, got ourselves a 2-1 win with Portia and Brzelski on the score sheet. This first leg against Dinamo, a 3-1 win. Lots of players in this Dinamo team that we know or that you will recognise, but Portia, Francis and Jourdau got themselves goals, and then we've just played Rakov in the league and Portia gave himself another goal. Now, transfers. I said there'd been some big stuff since we last met on the 8th of July. Brace yourselves. I'm not going to go through all of it because we'll be here literally for the rest of the month, quite frankly. We have made a lot of transfers. It's been a big old window, and most of the big outs have been forced on me by our financial situation, which is slowly improving. As of the 8th, I believe you'd seen these guys go already. Josh Lopez we sold to Atalanta for 5 million, potentially. Patrick Dostlek gone for 120,000. Oli Aguilar to St. Pauli for 8.5 million. Gaston Gomez to Cayenne for 625,000. Nikola Pass has gone to Rakov for 185,000. Adam Turek has joined Jablanek for 550,000. Russia Schlupp has joined Empoli for 575,000. Christian Ambros has joined Cluj for 140,000. Askin Karimli has joined Karabag for 120,000. Michael Hughes has joined Rakov for 190,000. Christopher Fisher has joined Gornik for 23.5. Jakub Kowalski has joined Legia for 40.5. Will Booth joined Erzberger Oyer for 130,000. We had George McEachran join Ipswich for 1.6 million. Bernd Luvi Johan has joined Grosaspash for 4,000. Marcin Pietras has joined Tamalitsa for 120,000. Silas Diego sold to Sassuolo for a fee rising to 145 million. I didn't have a say in that. Seth Vandenberg, 180,000 to Rakov. Keep an eye on Rakov this season. They might be in for a top 4 finish. Adam Kuzma has joined Udinese for 48.5 thousand, which is, a weird transfer for a backup keeper. Marco Piaccia is a guy we brought in and then sold because he wasn't good enough. He's gone for 1 million. Peter Burke has gone out on loan. Linus Samire has gone on a free. Klaus Bang, 10.5 million to Valladolid. So, those are the outs. The ins. Haag and Blocklinger are both young players who we're going to develop. Dino Sani Boteo has joined us on loan from Inter. There's a lot of loans in this window, I'll warn you now. Dino Sani Boteo has joined us from Inter on loan. He looks like he could be a hell of a talent. Potentially among the best in the world, I think. Wonder kid, of course. Brazilian. He's good. He's good. All you need to know is he is good. We're gonna see what we make of him this season. Also coming in, Apuku and McEachran are kind of squad players. Let's not go too far into them. McEachran was most recently at Arsenal or Chelsea, I believe. Arsenal released, and I thought he looked like he was worth a punt, so we've taken a punt on him. Again, another attacking midfielder, so very much backup. Back into the guys who will actually see some of this season. Leon Bingeli is a German under-20 international from Borussia Dortmund on loan. I think he's going to turn something special for us. You can already see he's ranked as the 12th best centre-half at the club. But let's be honest about this. Jourdau is a midfielder. Kokoska gets used as a defensive midfielder more than anything. Devine and Pleshko both get used as full-backs more than anything. He'll appear. We will see him. Don't panic. And he might be better than we are led to believe. So there's also that. Dominic Eamon is from Bayern Munich. He's a left back primarily, but can play in other positions. He's there because I think he's got a big future. He might be one of those guys that we snag at the end of his contract on a free, assuming we play beyond this season, which, maybe. Also under 20 international. Played one game for us, looked alright, so we'll keep an eye on him. It just gives us an actual left back to use should we, decide to go crazy and use an actual left back at left back. Isidoro Verano is coming on loan from Inter as well. He's an Italian striker. He's not yet capped at underage level. He was just there for a bit of backup. He spent last season at STVV and did alright. Goal every other game is not too bad. Right, what else have we brought in? Because I want to get through these as fast as humanly possible. Hugo Villarreal. He has come in. He is an Argentine under 23 international. Only valued at 925k. He's wanted already by the team that released him at the end of last season, because that makes all the sense in the world. I think he's going to be just good, he's a good utility player. Can play on the left wing, can play at right back, can play all up the middle. He doesn't need to be registered. He's good extra bodies. If he turns something good, he turns something good. Did we do Leandro Velasquez? I don't think we did do Leandro Velasquez. He's an Argentine striker. I think he's got really big potential. There's something about this that tells me big potential. A lot of the good technical stats, dribbling and first touch, usually you can tell if these are in 15s, it's going to turn something good. It tends to be a rule that I've applied to scouting young players, and again, quite quick. Definitely got some potential as a striker. We're going to see how he develops. He was worth the 100 and whatever we spent on him, 150, 170, 175. Paulo Ferreira has come in on loan as well. He is a French defensive midfielder. Look at those stats. Those stats are dirty. He's going to be a really good player for us. We'll certainly see some of him this season. But yeah, so another big, like I said, it's all loans. It's all loans. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty much all loans. Dario Fioretti, an Argentine centre half / right back / defensive midfielder / wing back. Again, just fill some gaps. Didn't need to be registered as far as I can remember. So he'll do the job for us. And then finally, this guy Domenico Clare on loan from Juventus, another defensive midfielder, but again, big potential on the mentals. I think he can develop into a really good player, so we're going to see how he does for us. So that's you up to date with the transfers in, the transfers out. It's been a lot of movement. I don't know exactly how many players we've let go this season so far, but luckily I have the ability to tell you. 63 people out, and well, 32 people in. So we've reduced the squad by about 30 people, which is good. But let's get into the game, because that's what you all came here to see, and let's see who is playing today. So you've got 3 players unregistered, who are Mamini, Klima and Inglian Judge, who I think I showed you in the last episode to go on loan. Adam Devine is also out injured, so nothing too hard. They've got players like Adama Traore is doubtful, but you'll see what I mean when I show you their team. There's some players there that you recognise for sure. So the starting lineup today is going to be Wilson in goal, with Francis, Stewart, Kokoska and Pleshko, with Jordao playing as the deep-lying playmaker. Behind Ribeiro, I don't know why I've got 2 deep-lying playmakers. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Let's make him an anchorman. To be a bit more sensible. Ribeiro, Di Bernardi and Fabas are the midfield 3 behind Fernandes and Portilla. I don't know if I showed you Jordi Portilla. He's a guy on loan from Barcelona, really good striker. I can't remember if I showed you last episode or not, but yeah, there we go. He's been pretty good for us so far this season as well. Actually, he has had a goal a game in every competition pretty much. So keep an eye out for him. I think he's going to turn something special. On the bench, Brzezelski, Kondraki, Bateo, Gagliotti, Longstaff, Angerin and Sindelar. Ignore Dostlek, he's just holding a position for a friend. Yeah, good times. Right, so let's get into the game. Let's see what's occurring, and let's see if we can get ourselves officially confirmed through. Except we lead 3-1 from the first leg, so we've got 3 away goals already. This should be a walk in the park for us, and then we should be able to come back and see what's going on with the draw very shortly afterwards. So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll come back for the draw for the group stage just as soon as we get to the other side of this game, which apparently is going to take all day again, because Why would it be simple? Okay, finally made it through to the game then, which is probably just about time, but you know, we'll make that work. Try and adjust the camera, because, you know, why not? I could have edited that out and I didn't, you'll get over it. So, team-wise, we have got Neil Mope is up top for them. He's their top goal scorer and their captain. Like I said, you might recognise him. He's currently a Brighton player, has also played for Brentford. Definitely a bit of a goal scorer, not a massive goal scorer, not prolific, but he's definitely a danger. We've also got people like Jason Knight here. Jason Knight is a Derby player in real life. He's ended up Irish international and playing in Zagreb. I believe this Quintero guy is quite a big name too. Juan Fernando Quintero, the Valencia player, so they've spent some money. Colombian international. Bracalo rings a bell as well. I just remember seeing a lot of these players just going, oh, they're good. So he is currently a Dinamo player, but has had a couple of seasons at Schalke before coming back. He has 8 caps for Croatia. Bruno Gale is just a regen, or a non-gen, I guess. And then, of course, Kamil Grabara, the Polish goalkeeper, who plays for Celtic in the game and Huddersfield apparently in real life. I looked at signing him and I didn't realise he'd gone there. And also, of course, Adama Traore is there. And I think this is the Johnny that was at Wolves, I think. Oh no, it's a different Johnny. I saw him and I was like, oh, okay, weird. He was playing on the left side as well, which is even odder. Anyway, let's get into the game, because otherwise this episode's going to take 3 or 4 months to get through. And we'll make it work. Right, so our ambitions matched by the board, of course. Does it slam shut? Yes, let's probably get some transfers done. Unbeaten in 3 against Dinamo. Well, it's good. It's good to know we always beat them. And we hope, yes, obviously. It's a stupid question. Of course we hope he carries his form into the match. So, right, minute on the clock. Let's just get this job done. Get ourselves through to the next round safely, and then we can see who we're playing in the next round of the Champions League. There's a cross in from Francis, ends up with Di Bernardi. Di Bernardi's got it back again off Francis. Di Bernardi with a cross from deep. Finds Fabas. Fabas is through, and it's just gone wide of the post. Fabas has looked really good on that left-hand side. He's kind of making it his own a little bit. I don't know if he'll keep making it his own, but he's made it his own thus far. And yeah, we'll see what's going on. Sorry, I thought someone was banging on the window behind me then, but it's just thin walls. Right, Francis with the throw in to Stewart. Stewart, can he get the ball forward to anyone of use? He doesn't. He gets the ball back to someone of use, who is Wilson. What does Wilson have as options around him? Surely an option. Kokoska forward to Pleshko, who's on the left-hand side today. Pleshko with the ball back to Kokoska. Kokoska across to Ribeiro. Has to come very deep for it because the pass was not a great one. Ribeiro slides it through for Francis. Francis, can he do something with it? He can't. He's just put it into the side netting. Had options to cut it back. Didn't find them, and now Grabara is going to come straight back at us. Let's do a get creative shout in the hope that we can get ourselves into this game, as Pranic has picked up the ball on the right hand side. Can we take it off? And we can. Fabas now is going to have a good run. Can he get the ball to someone who can score goals? Fernandez knows how to score goals, that's for sure. Can he do something with it though? He can't, but it's come loose to Pleshko, to Fabas. Fabas kind of lost control and Knight hoofs it forward, but it's only gone as far as Kokoska. Kokoska to Stewart. Stewart forward. Finds Ribeiro. Ribeiro should find Francis, and Francis just gets a cross in. Fabas lays it off for Pleshko. Can Pleshko cut it back? He can to Fernandez, who just puts it straight into Grabara's hands. That's neither the one we wanted nor the one we deserved, but it is the one we got, and that's usually the way it goes. So today, you know, a draw will get us through. Let's not panic, but I'd like to show you guys some goals, because this new formation is producing them. Not as many as we'd like, actually, to be fair. We do find a lot of games get bogged down in midfield, but it could be because I didn't realise I had 2 playmakers. Although Vladimir Pleshko has got himself a goal, his first of the season. Apparently it's his first goal ever for us, which seems weird for a guy who's been here for as long as Vladimir Pleshko has. That can't be right, surely. That's surely not. It is his first goal for the club. He's been here for like 2.5 years, and it's his first goal for the club. Well, there we go. We saw him get off the mark before he abandoned us to try and go somewhere else, which he surely will do. Francis with a corner off the crossbar from the header at the back post, and it's gone out for a throw-in. And can we continue building this attack, or are we going to go straight to a highlight? We're going to go straight to a highlight, straight to the between highlights, I should say. But we'll make do. We're currently 4-1 up on aggregate, 1-0 up on the night, Dinamo Zagreb looking utterly useless. We're making the champions of Croatia look like a pub side right now, and that's all we like to see. A sign of dominance. Hopefully this will continue through to the group stage, but I don't know if this team's any better than the team I took into the group stage last season. So very, very hard to call this one. If we get a easy-ish group, we should be okay, but of course it is the Champions League and easy-ish groups don't really exist. Everyone's looking complacent. I don't know if I like it. I'm going to praise them, see if that helps. It's Francis with a corner, whips it in. Can we get on the head of someone? Pleshko's picked it up again. Can he find a friend? He can. Portia, who's come way too deep for our lone striker. Koska is there now. Di Bernardi. Hopefully Portia is going to make himself into the box, get available in the box at some stage rather than playing as a winger. Portia. Back to Di Bernardi. He's had his pocket picked by Knight, and now Mope is on the counter-attack. Can we take the ball from him, please? Knight to Zarul. Ball forward, Ribeiro's there, heads it against the guy's ankles and gets it back. Good 1-2 with himself. Jordao forward to Ribeiro to Francis, and Francis can maybe make himself dangerous here. Fernandez is there. Options around him. Di Bernardi is one of them, and now he's found Jordao. Fabas out to the left to Pleshko. Can Pleshko get a cross in? Hopefully he can. He gets one across, and it's just about squeezed in by Portia. And Jordi Portia is showing us again and again and again why he is starting to look like a really good loan signing. I think he's going to be one of those top stars in Europe, and I'm really glad to have him here, even if it's just for a season, because if he can help propel us through the Champions League, then he will be worth every penny we have spent on loaning him, which is absolutely no pennies. So, looking good, and we're 2-0 up. We've given them the praise. They're all fired up. We're going to try and make it through to the hour mark so we can make a few changes just to keep things a bit fresh. Pleshko will be one of those guys that has to come off because it would be nice if we could not injure him. In fact, I'm going to do a double fullback kind of substitution. We're going to take off, put on Bojelski and Kondraki at fullback, and I think I'm going to save that last sub to decide whether or not I use Jordao or whether or not I replace Jordao or Fernandez, or maybe both. Who knows? Maybe I'll go crazy. I can't replace both. That's not how that works. Fabas has got the ball on the wing though, and we're going to go on the counter attack again. We're not even at the hour mark, but that's gone across, and he's found Ribeiro. Ribeiro with a pop from distance, and Francisco Ribeiro, he scored 3 goals this season, and they've all looked pretty much like that. That's just what Francisco Ribeiro does at this point. He just scores 25-yard screamers, and they all look beautiful like that. They give the keeper no chance. So we're definitely a fan of him. Fabas with a lovely dink through the middle, and just no chance. Not a keeper in the world would have got to that. We're 3-0 up on the night, which is definitely where we'd like to be every night. I'm leaning towards taking off Fernandez because he's starting to tire. He's not having the best game of his career, I'll be honest. I've seen him play better sometimes. He's usually consistently in the late 6s, early 7s. I'm going to send on... I know you all want to see Dino Sani Potato, I know you do, but I'm going to send Gagliotti on because as things stand, he's most likely to play as an attacking midfielder. I could use him to replace Fabas occasionally, see if I can teach him to play as a central midfielder. But I don't know. I don't know where he fits in, but I want him to fit in because he's such a good player, and I don't have many wingers. Ribeiro to Bojelski. What can we do with Bojelski here? Ball back to Ribeiro. Back to Di Bernardi. Options again. Jordao. Plenty of time. Bojelski there to Ribeiro again. Plays it in towards Fabas, who finds Kondraki. Kondraki on the left-hand side has a pop, and straight at Grabara, and that didn't really achieve much for anybody. But we've got ourselves another corner, so can we do something from here? Di Bernardi whips in the corner this time. Can we get this into the goal? Fabas, ball to Gagliotti. Gagliotti has a chance for a pop. Stewart to Ribeiro. They're just kind of standing in front of everything we do now. Jordao has picked it up deep, and that's kind of the end of the highlight. But the end of the highlight is probably good in this instance, so it's fine. We're going to keep heaping praise on them as often as we can. As Kondraki with another throw in to Gagliotti. Back to Kondraki. What can Kondraki do here from here? Fabas whips in across. Portia is there, but it's been headed clear. Knight has picked up the ball. Can we get the ball back? Maybe get it forward again? It looks like Mark Stewart's going to be the guy that picks this up. Puts it forward to Bojelski, to Di Bernardi. Di Bernardi with Brzezowski on the overlap. Can he get the ball into somebody? He's got it in. Has he got... Oh, Patia over the bar. Patia going for that second goal of the game. It seems to only ever get like one goal a game, but when he does, it's a good goal. And it's consistently our goal a game, so we can't knock the boy. As Gomel picks up the ball and plays it back to Grabara, we're going to just try and close them down constantly. That's sort of the plan right now. Knight to Stipkovic, to Knight back to Stipkovic. That feels like it's not the way forward, but they've got it over the top to Johnny. Good save by Wilson. Brzezowski hooks that one clear. We live to fight another day. We take a clean sheet, which is always good. We've had 27 shots, which is absolutely disgusting. We are more or less over the line now, and there we go. That's full time. We have successfully got ourselves through to the Champions League group stage for the third year running, and we can come back in a second and see who we get in the group stage draw. So stick with me. And here we are back with the Champions League group stage draw, so let's see who we get, and then we can find out roughly where we're going next episode. Auto draw, because why not? In fact, let's stop the auto draw, because we need to know what seed we're in, which is bottom seed as always. So group wise, I guess the ideal from group 1 is going to be Ajax or Porto. The ideal from group 2 is definitely Red Bull Leipzig. The ideal from group 3 is probably PSV or Celtic. So let's hopes and dreams. Let's see what we can achieve. So Porto, we want to be in group A then, that'll be good. Group A would be ideal, but we'll soon find out where we are going to end up, because that's just how Champions League draws work. It's only got to draw, 32 teams. So is that right? Did I math that? I did math that right. I can math. Right, so Porto, Man United, okay, Ajax, who have they got? Chelsea, again, I'm not sure which of those is the best version of that. Leaning towards Group E now. If they can get someone else as weak as Leipzig in that, we might have a chance. So PSV have just got into... Oh, Group A is looking good again. Group A is looking good again. Ajax, who they got? Celtic, A and D are starting to look really good again. Monaco might be beatable, but... A and D are definitely looking like the places we would like to be for this one. So we're not going to get Group A because that's Bayer. Not going to get Group B. Yes, Group D. Ajax, Chelsea, Celtic and Slask. That is as good a group as you will see on this game anywhere. I think we might have a real good chance of getting out of it, because I think we're better than Celtic. I think we're better than Ajax. So maybe this could be the one where we get out of the group stage yet again. Also, they paid us an large amount of money. Where was the thing? 13.13 million for getting into the group stage, and that's only going to get better. Financially, that puts us, I think, 36 million up. It is, and now our net debt is just 42 million. So we might be in a position where we can start going, listen, boys, let's start getting rid of some of that debt. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to see the schedule. I'm going to try and play each team once, so it will be whoever we play up against first, I guess, is how this is going to go. Anyway, in the meantime, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. I have, as always, been ChasingLamely. You can catch me on all the socials below: Twitter, Insta, Patreon. It's all ChasingLamely. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, because liking and subscribing is good for the soul. And yeah, until next time, guys, I have been ChasingLamely. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good one.